On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oregon's offense will get the first crack at it here. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Looking downfield, it's Dalton. Tight end finds a soft spot. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the first down. Nice job by this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's got it. That defense got gassed, but they finally get it to the turf at the 47. Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quarterback making checks. High the chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Mayo.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time.
Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the move, it's Fisher. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down. Pick off. What
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. And what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, they're after him. He makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It'll be third and long. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on fourth. It would have been a 45-yard field goal attempt from here, but they'll go for it instead. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go to the ground. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Fisher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in there.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Shoots it to the left. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Back to throw, it's Dalton. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The quick out. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
To the air on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Now they'll run the draw. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Tatum. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Unloads to the wideout. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Ducks line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Tatum. Using the quick game. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. Then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the left side. Hard running there. Another broken tackle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Reads it, fires complete. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Indiana! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Akron. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take another shot here. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running to the left. Finds some fresh air. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
A strike downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will give him the lead. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Back to pass, it's Tatum. Under fire! And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. 3:25. They'll go right back to the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Oregon fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Tatum. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Snagged out of the air. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the air, it's Dalton. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Dalton. Works the middle of the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. He wants to throw it again. He's going for a big play downfield. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Finding open areas. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Spins away from the defender.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Now they're going to throw it. Rushes on him. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Akron. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Dalton. Bringing the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Got room to work. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll try the left side. Nice move to pick up yardage. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking for a man, it's Tatum. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
He spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Going for it all. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong.